There needs to be a degree of...
Don't worry, I'm working up to where I want to be. Hold on.
Okay, there needs to be a degree of control to the chaos, alright?
Yeah, definitely.
There's a blend.
What
A
is
blend.
it?
We're
Okay.
dipping way too much.
Well, then pick a topic, man. Pick a topic.
It's not the topics. It's the... Hold on. What do you want to... Are you ready?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you're good at starting. So,
Okay.
3.
Oh my god, really?
Shut the fuck up. 3, 2, 1.
Hi, and welcome to Walk Without the Talk. I'll be your guest for today, Sebastian. Next to me is the other guest,
I'm actually not next to you, but yes. Hi, my name is Eric. I'm the other guest.
and we have our co-host
Justin.
and our main host. His
Yo,
name's Jacob.
Jesus.
What's
dude,
up?
He would
My
also
name's
be a
Jacob.
co-host, by the way.
Yo, welcome to Wendy's.
Since we're not currently at Wendy's.
This is not sponsored by Wendy's, by the way.
This is not sponsored by Wendy's.
Just like how the last one wasn't sponsored by Raid.
But if it was sponsored by Wendy's,
I thought it was
That'd be
AFK Arena.
No, it was Raid. It was,
Was it Raid?
Yeah, the first podcast.
Why not both?
Okay, so we, as you can clearly see, we have two guests here with us today. So
They can't see. It's an audio podcast.
listen here, you little shit. Also, we apparently have decided to, on theme of having something going on in the background, as in the previous podcast, Jacob, instead of playing a game, this time we
We're
have
watching Family Guy.
Family Guy, just completely on mute, playing in the
So we're
background
gonna be
as
doing
we
like
talk.
commentary over Family Guy,
Uh,
like live comms.
No, actually.
that's what I was promised when I
I'm
came
currently
here.
watching Hitler try to lift 5-pounders.
You
He's,
told me it
Hitler's
was a
doing
Family Guy
curl.
podcast.
Dude, this is actually really relevant because we were just talking about the College Humor sketch or whatever the fuck it was about Nazi zombies.
Yeah, which is interesting, philosophical. But have you seen it?
yes, the one where it's like,
It's like, are they bad because they're
And it's like-
Nazis or?
yeah, it's bad because they're.
not, like, wouldn't you want to kill Hitler even if he was a zombie, or especially if he was a zombie?
I could probably kick Hitler's ass like in a fight.
What if he was a zombie?
No, I just like in real life, just like straight up fucking Hitler in his prime. I could probably fuck up Hitler.
No, he was tall, wasn't he?
No,
No.
Hitler was average.
No?
They were all like
No.
average fucking height.
No,
You know-
it was short.
I don't think he was short. I think that's a misconception. Same thing with the whole
I have
Napoleon
a-
thing. I think it was a misconception, but they were all average height.
I have
I genuinely believe Hitler.
I'm like 5'8", which I think is average height.
I genuinely believe Hitler would beat your ass.
I'd fuck Hitler
As
up.
kind of like,
In
you know,
hand-to-hand combat, like CQC,
Yeah.
I would fuck Hitler
Ooh,
up.
who do you think would win in a fight between George Washington at his prime versus Hitler in his prime?
Versus George Washington.
George Washington.
not his
George
prime.
Washington. George Washington.
What?
Because the guy's a fucking beast, dude. That guy's a national hero.
I didn't know this was going to turn into
then
a
again-
historical death battle, but here we
Well, no,
are.
I mean, but
Yeah.
then again,
Screw attack, get on
You
this.
have to think about where like he was living, like primal shit. You know, like
Yeah,
The
but
type of combat that was they're actually both veterans.
think with
Hitler
Hit-
did serve in World War One.
Did he?
Yes.
Was he actually like a very skilled combatant?
I'm not.
Or was he just somebody who knew how to like fucking rally troops and didn't do anything else?
Yeah, he was blown up. That's for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like he
Yeah, he
sounds
was-
like he doesn't.
He
seem
was
like,
on the front lines.
Just like
as
we're
far
about
as
to be.
World
I
War
mean,
fair enough. I suppose that means that he's good
a
enough
dead
in
body
his-
was blown up.
Yeah,
There's
he
no
was on.
no confirmation that it was his body. Plot twist. Hitler's
I think
still
like the funny
he's
part.
chilling in Cuba with Tupac.
No, I think like one of the more historical things was I think it was a British soldier, like a British medic, that spared his life. I'm not exactly 100%
Oh, I
for
think
sure.
I did hear that. Yeah, like he could
No,
have died.
Do not fact me
Fuck.
check on that.
No,
because-
I have heard that before, but I don't know if that is.
The
a
point
factual-
is, they were both in wars. They both served on the front lines of wars. But the difference was George Washington's type of war that he fought in was a lot more intimate and close range compared to World War One, because of the fact that in World War One it was two trenches very far away that you were shooting at each other until eventually you charged each other. But that was mildly rare. In the Revolutionary War and the French and Indian War before the Revolutionary War, you had a lot of up close situations where you've shot at each other maybe 2 or 3 times with the muskets, and now you're just in each other's face, ripping each other apart with bayonets. Not to mention the fact that George Washington himself, I feel like, would be a little bit better in a hand-to-hand fight because of fighting in those
Yeah,
closer,
but in
more
George
intimate
Washington's
settings.
time, people were dying of diarrhea. and stuff.
So you're saying that Hitler has
dying-
the health advantage?
People were dying
Yeah.
because they were 35.
Well, that's what we're saying. No, it's gonna be. Well, I say George Washington's prime, but in his prime, he was probably a young child. So, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
His prime was 15
Because
years
back
old.
then, once you get past 12, you're on a downhill slope. Like that's middle age. Like,
But then again, since that was like the point of where it's like, this is like your highlight, they're probably jacked. You know what I mean? Because like they have to fight shit wandering into town and like.
And wait, hold on.
They were the epitome of that when your grandparent tells you the kind of stuff they had to go through when they walked to school.
Oh
They
yeah,
were-
like that's like fucking
Yeah.
Now,
through, like miles of
will
snow.
this fight be 1-on-1, or does Hitler get to use his Nazis and George Washington get to use his slaves?
No, this is a one-on-one fight. This is a one-on-one fight.
No. Hold
This
on.
is a one-on-one fight. No weapons, just bare hands.
Well, what about George Washington's wooden teeth? Is that a weapon?
I will consider that a fair use.
What about Hitler's raw animal magnetism?
You trying to tell me something?
I'm just saying, he's a charismatic guy.
I'm mildly concerned now.
Hey, he had to be. Rallied a whole nation.
So totally unrelated, but kind of related. Anybody, you know what SCP is, right?
Oh
Yes,
my gosh, I've been listening to videos
I-
all week about it.
I don't remember what it stands
It's
for, but
Secure,
it's something
Contain,
like,
Protect?
It's like creepypasta shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Secure, contain,
Contain, protect.
Yeah.
Secure,
and also
contain.
special case protocol.
Yeah,
But-
Oh
but,
shit, I didn't know that either.
But no,
That's actually kind of dope. Yes, I'm familiar with some
me
of them.
me and Chris last night, or
Like
was it
Bobbles
last
the
night? It might have been
Clown,
last
or
night. We were
what the fuck
watching
it's
this
called.
one, and there's this math problem. And
If you do it, your bear shows up and mauls
yeah,
you to death.
yeah, it's it was it Keter?
Yes.
Keter, the high
Keter
like,
class.
Oh,
Keter
yes.
class.
Isn't that like the highest?
Yes.
Cheddar?
Because
Now-
those are the ones that can't
Yeah,
theoretically
Euclid
be
are like
contained.
the least,
Yes.
the least threatening, right?
Yeah, no, it's the most.
No, Keter class is the
No, I was
most.
saying Euclid is like the least threatening.
Yes, I
or
believe
whatever.
Euclid is like the.
Yeah, but like
Like the least physically
They don't
harmful.
even fool with containing them because of
Yeah.
the fact that.
Like the things
well,
that are just like
you
unexplained.
can't
like-
contain a math problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why it's Keter class.
It's funny because they explained
It's
how
like one was like it's like a bell or whatever, or like a certain spot in like the Arctic or some shit. Like it's something that's like completely harmful but just unexplained mystery shit.
Yeah,
SCP-999 is the best one because if
Which
you
one's
hug
that?
it,
The only one that I
if
remember
it's a
like
giant blob of glue. It's a giant blob of like jelly with a smiley face, and if you hug it, it automatically cures you of any kind of mental illnesses like depression or anything like
Okay,
that.
well, talk about this bear attack.
Oh yeah, no. Anyway, yeah, it explained in the video how you don't even have to write out the problem, just simply solving it in your head.
A bear will show up. With
So theoretically, if we had that, we could have an army
of bears
of
at our beck
bears.
and call.
They wouldn't necessarily be on our side, but used
But
neutral
what you
force
do
at
is
most.
what you do is you get behind your enemy and they'll have to maul the enemy to get to you.
No, what you do is you get a giant whiteboard or something, a projector screen, and you project it in front of your enemy, and then you just
Oh, and they
put
have to
the
solve. They have
answer
to
up.
figure
I
like
don't think-
mathematicians.
I don't think the size of it affects.
No,
the...
no. I'm saying so you can show an entire army at once.
Oh, so they all
so
see
many
it.
bears.
They all solved it.
You know what I want to do? I want to get my least favorite math teacher and play the Saw game with her. I'm gonna put her in a
That's
room.
a odd deviation from SCP.
No. It involves this. I'm gonna put her in a room with a whiteboard with the equation, everything but the answer, and I'm like, if you want to live, you have to solve this.
And then you solve it.
And if you don't solve it, I'm gonna do something to kill you, like gas or whatever.
You know,
but you're
but
gonna
then when
die.
she solves it, she spawns a fucking bear,
but you know what?
and then has to fight the bear. Now, hold on.
Dude, wait, hold up.
Stick with me.
Wait, does that
She's also very old, and it'd be funny to watch an old woman fight a bear.
You're awful.
It-
I was
it
gonna
would
say,
not be much of
does
a
that
fight.
is that like a fucking
That's a
like
molly,
console
not a
command?
bear.
What?
Like you solve the math problem. It's like a fucking console command to spawn a bear.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
Control P bear.
But you know
Yeah.
what would be funnier than that? Put in an English teacher in that exact same scenario, because they would actually
Well, I
take
also
a
suck
long
at
time,
math, so I
and
don't
after
have to worry
all
about
their
it.
hard work to figure out that math problem, they get mauled by a bear. A gym teacher, actually, because they could actually fight the bear.
Just tell them you hid the answer somewhere in the room, and they have to find it.
I don't know what it is, but most of the English teachers I've encountered that are male
I gotta
English
pee.
teachers, they're actually relatively, physically in good condition. Like they aren't muscular.
What are they?
But they are like big guys.
Who?
So I feel like they could have a decent chance.
I mean,
Do you think Mr. Hantek could take on a bear?
Who? I also
Yeah.
I didn't go to McCracken, so I don't know any of your fucking teachers.
But anyways,
Dude, okay, hang on. Can we talk about our teachers, even though like it might be controversial to like mention names? Okay, we'll talk about our chemistry teacher or physics teacher. Sorry, not chemistry. We won't name any names, but what are your thoughts on her?
That's
You
an
know,
odd
who
place
I'm
to
speaking
call
of.
her
correct?
out.
She was very young.
I do know exactly who you're
Yes,
speaking of.
I was actually kind of friends with her. It was really weird.
But my first thought ever
Dude.
looking at her, she's definitely a liberal. She's definitely
totally.
bisexual. She's definitely...
Dude, totally. She's definitely not religious.
You're gone for 2 seconds, and we already get to profiling.
My
I
teacher-
want to just stay on SCPs because I just been watching a bunch of stuff about SCP this week, like how apparently they have a task force that's made out of like sentient robot samurai soldiers that are powered up from a dead god.
The only one that I'm like completely familiar with is, I think it's called Bobbles the Clown. It was a video, like an educational tape for kids or whatever. And the concept is that when children watch it apparently like puts them in a trance and it influences them to like kill their parents or some shit.
Right.
And if you're an adult, then you can't see it. Like it's like puts you to sleep or something, so you can't view it or whatever.
Right.
I don't know. It's something super convoluted, but it was something that definitely interested me enough to do research on it when I was in high school.
I earlier this week saw at SCP that its whole premise.
That was the one that you have to like keep your eyesight on it at all times.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's
no
the
matter what.
that's the very that's one
That's
of
an
the
old
most
ass one. Yeah.
one that I found very interesting was there's the SCP that it was literally just a thermostat.
That also sounds very familiar.
And if you open it up and look inside, it contains flesh and organs.
That is,
And
I'm familiar.
It
I'm back to make
has
this
this
seating
digital
uncomfortable.
text on it, and depending on what the digital text says, it may say fire is normal, ice is normal, air is normal, and depending on what it says, depends on the kind of extreme environment in the room it will create. Like, let's say it says fire is normal, then all of a sudden everyone in the room will burst into flames, but
Jesus.
they won't feel it.
Oh, okay.
And only they can't see it. Only everyone else can see it. And then the second they exit the room, they instantly die from the fire.
That's fucking nutty.
Or if it says like air is normal, like the pressure will drop like
Like submarine, like
yeah,
deep sea shit.
crazy levels to the point like liquid will form in the lungs. And the second they exit the room, they just instantly die from it.
I like that one SCP. It's like a Cthulhu, but like a baby Cthulhu.
The Plague Doctor one.
Plague Doctor one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
He goes to wherever plague is.
Well, that's
Oh yeah, that's right. Like I
Yes.
remember him, and he like sometimes the stuff he sells is genuine, and they will actually cure you, and sometimes it will make your condition
Yeah.
worse, or sometimes it's just the placebo.
All right,
effect.
somebody give me a number.
887.
777.
He said his first. What was yours?
887.
887.
Yeah.
So we got 888-777.
How do you?
Shelter quarters, person. Okay, I like the baby Cthulhu one. There's like a tiny Cthulhu,
Baby Yoda memes. but
and
Baby
everyone
Cthulhu.
around him starts worshiping like a cult. They start like cutting themselves with blood and like having mass
Jesus.
orgies. But he hates it. He
Just, I went fucking self-harm to orgy real fast.
no, he doesn't want them to do it. It just happens automatically around him, and he
what
shuts
the fuck is
himself.
wrong with you guys?
I like how you said people cut themselves with blood, so therefore they don't cut themselves with blades. I'm mentally picturing,
Scarlet from Mortal Kombat.
or no, I'm just imagining a really complicated way where you take blood, you
Freeze it.
freeze it, and then shape it into like a blade.
I just want
like
to say,
a-
I don't know if I can post this, or because I've been calling into work claiming that I've been sick, and I'm very clearly not sick.
I highly doubt that your work is going to pull enough of an investigation that they're gonna go looking.
Dude, I don't know why I think about convoluted shit like that is like so far-fetched.
It's called paranoia.
Yeah, well, listen, dude.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
I'm wondering
let's
if
just.
the podcast could
Fuck
pick it
you
up.
guys doing this so late.
I was
dude. You guys
literally-
are like loopy.
I was literally
They were
just about
supposed to start an hour before they did, and then we started and had like 4 fucking false starts, so it's more like 2 hours.
That was kind of your fault, man.
It was my.
That
You
was-
brought up every topic. I just continued everything you brought up.
One thing I did want to, one thing I was gonna bring up, because I knew we were gonna have this tonight.
Yes.
I was not expecting you to show up, but
Wow. Okay.
but
well, shit.
I knew he was going to be here. I just didn't know he was going to stay.
I didn't even know he was here.
I was just chilling playing Xbox.
But
No, I mean, like, for this.
Oh no, I didn't think. I
You
was
just kind
gonna
of put
say
yourself
that.
in this, and we were like, all right.
Well, you kind of invited me to, so I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll just capitalize on the opportunity.
Well, I don't think I did.
Well,
He might.
one thing
I have wanted to do a podcast, so I think getting a little bit of experience here is definitely the way to go. I'm sorry, Justin. Continue.
One thing I was gonna bring up between us three, So
Fuck myself then.
well, you aren't you don't play with us on Sundays.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
I get
So
that.
one thing I was going to bring up was us three. We've been playing the D&D campaign on Sunday for almost over 2 years now.
Yeah.
Um,
About 3.
We now have some recordings of that on the YouTube channel if you want to check it out.
nice plug. So I was going to bring up a nice little talk prompt between us three. Favorite moment so far in the campaign.
That's really rough. It's been so long.
It's
What-
been going on for
I've-
about over
I've
2
got-
years.
I would have to say, when you were all stuck in prison, but I managed to get away, and I was leaping rooftop to rooftop, being a ninja, avoiding guards, and till finally I got to an alleyway and I had to jump in a pile of rotten meat and stay there for a few hours.
Was that when I was at basic? Because I do not
it might
remember
have
that.
been because Noah was in the game at that point.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I was a basic. I didn't get that part.
I don't know. My most memorable moments all come from him, from Sebastian. Like the one where he killed the undead ogre
With his ball.
with his balls.
Yes.
When he tried to grapple the wall, it wasn't working. He then got shot and then tried to bone the wall.
Oh yeah, I was trying to grapple hook up the wall, and people were shooting me because I had to throw the grapple hook like 10 times because I kept rolling ones.
But for some reason, he ended up boning the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a lot of rememberable
There are-
Albrecht moments.
Yeah, they really are. One I was gonna bring up though, that's not an Albrecht moment. It's a Gabriel moment.
Which is Jacob's character. He's a wizard. I'm a dwarf monk.
I was gonna bring up when we were fighting the Lich, the big baddie for arguably 2 seasons or 2 chapters of the campaign.
Yeah.
You used your counterspell to prevent him from using kill word on
Power word kill.
power word kill on Charlie. Yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie.
She almost died twice now.
Both times Gabriel has saved her ass.
Yeah. Well, the first time you counterspelled the power word kill, and Jay was like, "You're gonna have to roll pretty high with that." You're like, "I actually have a 20 divination."
Yeah.
So no. And the other time she did die, and you like
You reversed it and then rolled a nat 20 of the Constitution saving throw to not die from using your character's homebrew ability.
I was about to, I was, mentally ready to lose Dave. Because, I was sitting there trying to think of every way to save it, and I was like, this is it. This is Dave's moment to go.
Yeah, there's been quite a few memorable moments in the campaign. I will say one of my favorite, it's not a really memorable moment, but nice little moment that I liked was that when we all got put in that dream world to have that battle royale, and Zardos, gosh, I can't even remember his name. The guy who played Zardos.
Wes?
Carrie's dad.
Padre.
Yeah,
Padre?
it was literally blanking on me. I was having a,
His name's not Padre. Obviously.
yeah. But
Wes.
when Wes's character, when he realized that we were in like a dream state, that what happened to us in the dream state wouldn't actually affect our real bodies. He was too lazy and didn't feel like fooling with the battle royale, so he flipped out a dagger, said deuces, and just stabbed himself in the
I
heart,
don't
so he didn't have
remember
to.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
No.
No.
Ask Jay.
I remember.
I remember specifically.
I remember during a battle royale, he said there was like a healing fountain in the middle of the arena. So I just jumped in it immediately and started pissing and shitting and vomiting.
And you just sat there the whole time.
And nobody ever used it, including me, the whole time.
Okay, no. Okay. 2 moments outside of Albrecht moments. My 2 favorite moments was a Noah and then a me and Davion moment. Y'all should know the me and Davion. When we pulled the heist that started
Yes.
the whole...
Yes, the heist
When,
that literally got all the high elves
Oh,
killed.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we were doing... Justin, do you want to explain everything
yes.
led up to it? Because I can't.
Yes. So we were. This is back when Narson was alive. That's how long ago this was. While most of the party was off negotiating with the king of the High Elves to prevent a race war between the High Elves and the humans, Gabriel and Dariox.
No, it wasn't Dariox, was it?
Yeah, it was Gabriel and Dariox.
Hey, what? No, Dariox was Padre's character.
No, that's Zardos.
Oh yeah. Yo, they've been gone for so long.
Right. But yeah, Gabriel and Dariox went off to go steal an orb for a dragon. And their little heist went off without a hitch. It went off amazingly. They got the dragon orb, and turns out this dragon orb was
Okay, it didn't go off without a hitch.
Okay, no, okay, look. Before we went to go get the orb, because we were like in not a holding cell. We were in like a little waiting room.
Yes.
For the high elves, and they were like guards everywhere watching us. Somehow, me and Davion's character managed to sneak out of the room, get all the way to the orb, and on the way back, right before we were about to go into the room, I think I was disguised as like a high elf.
I think you used disguise spell on Gabriel or on Dariox, and you used invisibility.
Yeah, and like something was going on, and we were caught by the guards. And before we'd snuck out, the only other elf in the room with us in the party had taught me a phrase. And so we got caught. Well, I was disguised.
Okay.
Davion's character got caught.
And they questioned it. He was like hiding behind a pillar trying to escape, trying to not be seen by them. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing there?" And he's like, "Playing hide and seek." And
they kind of looked at me, and I only knew one phrase, which was, "These motherfuckers."
And yeah, he explained that the reason he only taught us these motherfuckers is that it works in every situation. You want to buy some oranges? These motherfuckers. You know, you want to point at some people? These motherfuckers. So you walked over there, said, "These motherfuckers," and you rolled like a 20 or something. And they were like, you got to deal with these motherfuckers, huh? You're like, "These motherfuckers."
So just kind of walk out with them. And then,
You also got the Moonblade. I completely forgot about that.
what happened to that?
That was left with
Taz, you fucking
No,
douchebag.
no. Get him off that. Keep him away from there.
a cat. I swear.
Yes, Taz is a
Dude,
cat.
every time we fucking play Magic, he jumps on the table.
Alright.
I forgot you guys unironically play Magic.
Dude, Magic is sick. Fuck
Magic's
you.
good.
Magic is fun as fuck.
Yeah, but no. Anyway, Noah moment is when we were fighting and he commanded that giant to run,
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's still running.
but then we all kept in canon, even though the spells only last a certain amount of time, we all kept it canon that he's still running to this
Yeah, we
very
were just
day.
in a field and he's like told a giant, "Run," and he just kept running. And to this day, he's still running.
That was whenever Narshan was summoned to go help save the barbarian tribe from a bunch of frost giants.
Yeah. So, yeah. There's my moments. Sebastian, have you given your moments? I don't remember.
Every Albrecht moment is the best moment. And
Fair point. I do love all the Albrecht moments.
there's gonna be a lot less now if I'm like actually trying to roleplay is quitting drinking, like cutting down on drinking.
Oh yeah, that is an interesting arc for your character.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I ever kill my dad, I could like drink to celebrate, have some.
I thought you were about to say drink his blood to celebrate.
I don't drink booze anymore.
I drink blood. Blood for the blood gods, skulls for the skull throne.
Hi, Eric. How you doing over there?
I'm doing well, man. I'm just actually enjoying this conversation you guys are having about whatever the fuck it is you're talking about.
You were talking about D&D.
That's what I figured, but I kind of checked out for a second.
Oh, that's movies and sex on TV where the good old fashioned values, which we used to
Copyright strike.
Yeah. I mean, they can do that now.
They could do that,
The
man.
YouTube algorithm
If
is
we-
insane.
If we kill it too hard, like we are just so on tune that it sounds just like it.
Yeah.
We'll
I did a guitar video on Facebook a while back, and it was, I think it was an acoustic thing,
Yeah, way to shout out your.
and it wouldn't let me upload it for that reason.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't have licensing rights to the fucking song.
What were you singing?
I wasn't singing anything. It was a guitar thing.
It was literally just the notes.
Yeah, it was the melody.
I swear the YouTube
didn't even
algorithm.
let
It wasn't YouTube. It was Facebook,
Oh,
which,
it's
which is even more fucking like my. Well, I mean, Facebook.
Actually,
is
no.
also,
They
I
detected it before you even uploaded it. That's insane.
Yeah, no, they're cracking down on that.
Yeah, I don't even know why Facebook though, because it's not like it's for commercial purposes. I'm not fucking selling my video. Like it's literally just for my own personal use for my family and friends.
What?
It's stupid.
Fuck no.
A
Better
lot
get
of-
your fucking life.
A lot of websites seem to like nowadays have increasingly strict
Yeah, we can totally.
parameters as to what they are limiting let people post and what they can't post.
I think it's
Like-
good though. I think it's because of all like the fucking
Sebastian.
like the
I can
racist
totally hear all of
manifest
that.
on the fucking internet. I think it's because of that, like leading to all the
They
shootings and
they
shit.
are trying
That
to
they're
like
like cracking down
they're
on
try-
content that
they're
can
trying to
be-
use censorship tactics to, to get rid of extremist content like that, but at the same time it's a double-edged
No.
sword because they're also really
Killing the
impeding.
content.
They're
the
killing
First
free
Amendment.
speech
Yeah,
at
I
the
was
same
going
time.
to say that.
They
That's-
keep
that's
making
exactly what I
YouTube
was
worse
gonna
and
say.
worse regardless. Like, I was watching a video today. I tried to, like, minimize it. You know, like, you can minimize the videos and then scroll past the other
Mhm.
ones while it's still playing. It doesn't let you do that for kids' videos anymore. Unless you download kids' YouTube.
Oh.
And it doesn't really know what kids' videos are. Because, like, there's, like, a fan trailer for, like, a parody of Chucky.
Yes.
And if you try to minimize, it's like, oh, it's kid content. You can't minimize kid content and watch it unless you download YouTube Kids.
Well, the thing is, the past like
You really have a fucking thing against YouTube Kids.
well,
man.
the past like 3 days I've been uploading these videos, and there's an option. It's like, is this meant for kids? And it's like, yes, this is meant for kids. No, it's meant for kids. I feel like, wow, I just lost train of thought. Like, no, there was like a dead stop. I think my train just blew up.
I feel like it's not meant for kids. What are you trying to say?
I don't know. The train that was just going in my head just got hijacked.
I'll pick up where you left
I don't
off.
think it ever had a destination, man. I think
I swear to God.
I think it was just rolling down the tracks, and
The
tracks weren't even
conductor,
finished
the
yet.
conductor was like he was feeling suicidal when he went into work that day, so he just purposely ran the train off the tracks and took everyone with him.
He found the straightest tracks he could find and then just hopped the train.
But one thing I was gonna, YouTube. Does anyone remember? Like, it's not relatively old.
Forest Fire 101, the Lego Batman videos, stop motion shit.
Well,
No?
yes, I will say I do remember
Dude,
that.
I got me into fucking stop motion when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Um,
I did that.
I did too.
Like,
It
I
was
did it with my
fucking great.
DS though.
Oh no, I had just a shitty fucking like a Sony camera from
No,
like 2001.
I had my DS and Ninjago, and it was the
Jesus,
greatest
dude.
thing I ever did with my life.
No, it's fun as fuck, dude. It's really gratifying. What were you saying there, Justin? We keep cutting you off.
No, I keep losing my train of thought when I get cut off. But what I was gonna say was, damn, I can't. What was it saying before?
I don't know.
What was it saying
I
before?
don't fucking remember.
I think we were
dude.
talking about controversial topics.
Hang on.
Oh no!
No.
YouTube,
Something-
YouTube Red. YouTube Red was gonna be my original thing.
Red too.
RedTube.
Yeah.
No, like,
I used to be an XNXX guy, but then I moved to Pornhub because XNXX like changed their fucking format, and I'm not for it.
YouTube Red.
Oh yeah, there's
What-
one thing I focus on when I. It's the format.
That's what I'm trying to get around to. Is the fact that YouTube
right
keeps
Stick in your pants.
YouTube keeps creating new, like YouTube Kids. Remember, like YouTube Kids isn't the first new sub website that they've created that
well,
you
YouTube
have to
Music
pay
actually,
for.
I think came before that.
YouTube Music. Point is, they keep creating sub versions
Like
of
premium content.
Yeah.
And shit. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what pisses me off? The fucking double ads.
Yeah.
Or then when the first ad is unskippable, so you have to watch both ads. That and also because they started
YouTube in general has gotten so ad heavy. It is
Because-
ridiculous.
because they started doing that. Other fucking sites started doing that shit. Like Pornhub started doing that shit, which is relevant kind of. I feel like I'm not trying to fucking sit through 2 ads to play with myself.
Yeah, it's like YouTube Red.
Well, I mean-
enough. We don't need Red Tube.
No.
also.
No. Hold on. But the ads that you're watching on the thing that you're trying to touch yourself to are also things you could touch yourself to.
But they're not.
Are you
the
trying
things-
to create a bright side to unnecessary and free advertisement? Or not
No.
free,
YouTube
but
can go blow itself with that. Down to your mouth. What is it with you people? Him over here can't stand still with his hands. You're like, I gotta have something in my mouth.
I had to chew on something.
Oh, I mean, we're both just playing with your cock.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
little do they know because they can't see us. Like we're all like fucking fist deep into Jacob's ass.
Sebastian's got my
That's-
nuts.
That's why,
Justin's got my peevee.
that's why Jacob
my
doesn't
peenie.
talk very often.
Yeah, I'm over here trying not to moan just every now and then.
Oh, like the first podcast, he started off with like already orgasm.
I was orgasming over my new microphone and how well it just slides right. I mean,
Slide right
So
up
we're
your
gonna,
ass.
after the podcast is over,
See,
we're
Eric,
gonna
that-
accidentally on purpose leave the microphone on while we all have an orgy.
you know, see, Eric, that's why you can get my butthole so well, is because the mic already had it. It's like your fist.
All right, so
That's why you have the pop filter on there to prevent like the fucking farts from getting caught.
all right,
Exactly.
so
This shit.
As we were saying, we were ranting on YouTube for making things way too
Yeah,
ad heavy. Everything's so ad heavy
It's
now.
just YouTube's so fun. I know I'm gonna sound super cliche, like bro, fucking hippie motherfucker, but YouTube has definitely gotten way too fucking corporate.
You sound like a hippie motherfucker.
I mean, basically, am.
I mean, YouTube's always been corporate. Like,
No, I mean,
everything is.
YouTube definitely was more like by the people for the people, and now it's like now they're bourgeois motherfuckers. Like,
Calm down, alright?
Bougie.
yeah, they are bougie as fuck.
We don't
now.
need a freaking rise.
This looks really weird because the cat's in the way.
Guys, get the fuck out.
I just saw Meg blow Peter from my point of view.
But the
I'm
thing
just saying.
We're supporting YouTube right now if we're gonna upload this. Like,
It's okay. Well, it's not that we're saying that it's a bad platform. We're just saying that it's taking an unnecessary
It is a bad
direction.
platform,
It's
though.
not a bad
it
platform.
is. Daily Motion is better, but YouTube is so grandfathered in that all the internet creators are on YouTube.
Actually, speaking of which, we don't have to stand for that. I know we've been talking about like porn websites and shit. Like,
Are you really trying to create a revolution via
Pornhub?
this podcast?
Yeah, basically, man. No, dude, this is my opening. Like, this is my in.
dude,
No, I mean, literally, you can find anything on Pornhub. I found fucking guitar tutorials and Minecraft videos on Pornhub. Like you can find real shit there. I found soccer
yeah.
games on there.
You can find.
oh yeah, you can watch like Rick and Morty and stuff. Like
Rigor
they,
mortis.
you can put like pirated
That's a category.
movies in
Someone's into that.
television.
Rigor mortis. Yeah, that is a cat. There probably is a category on fucking Pornhub.
Someone should
That's
just,
There's a
dark-
category for anything.
Yes, it really
someone
is.
should just make a website
Well,
where
a lot
it's
of
just
incest.
fully fine for porn
What the fuck
or
is
it
YouTube
with
stuff.
Hang on. What the fuck is it with incest in porn?
Look, I feel like.
Oh,
no,
we're taking that step
No.
now.
Here.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a scary theory I thought of earlier?
Oh,
Not
God.
scary, but like it was a meme I saw earlier.
Do you guys want to talk about scary stories?
No,
on
I
this
don't want.
podcast?
I want to go with my theory that I
Yes,
came up
please
with after
elaborate.
seeing a meme. Okay, it was like a meme making fun of Pornhub and the step sibling.
Most.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like sitting here thinking, I was like, what if low key, Pornhub has been conditioning us to repopulate when the world goes kaboom?
Oh, it's been
Which is what is
conditioning.
about to happen.
It's
Yeah.
been conditioning us to have sex.
No.
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, really?
I don't need a website to tell me
Yeah,
to
I
do
don't know.
that.
No.
I've been doing
No,
a
no,
pretty good
I mean,
job
like-
of that.
Like it's been like step like siblings and all that, right?
Yes. Or like your
Okay, so what I'm.
It's conditioning us to
Stop chewing on
repopulate
things.
with whoever's the closest.
Yes. Like, and it's just like, hey,
What are you doing, step bro?
I mean, I guess if it is a step
But-
sibling that you didn't grow, I feel like if you grew up with him, then it's kind of weird. But if it's like a step sibling by like a recent marriage and you're already like 16, then yeah, I'd have no qualms about fucking my stepsister.
That's gross.
well, I mean, yeah, you
If
got
you're
a
like a
point.
half sister, that's a different fucking story.
You got a point,
That,
but, like-
that is incest.
I mean, you gotta repopulate and like the world's over, you're stuck in a vault, some shit like that, Fallout shit, and then like you're just like, what's up, stepsis? You trying to like repopulate?
If they say it like that,
Dude,
I don't know
there's
if they need to repopulate.
There's enough degenerates in the world. Pornhub would not need to condition. Like,
Well, I should say that's why I said low key because it's like so low key.
It's not low key. Every single damn video.
You trying to play something?
No, I was gonna see if these could latch together, but
how do you know what every single damn video is?
I'm gonna sit here and act like I don't use it. But
Like-
the point I'm getting at is, like that does make up a disturbingly large amount of the videos. That all of them say step something.
Yeah.
I feel like what it is it's trying to appeal to the people that want.
Okay.
No, I feel like
I have a question.
in all reality, I feel like it was an accident that the step got at like.
So
popular.
eventually it was
What-
supposed to be just
What
brother
is your
and
favorite porn category and why?
Oh my gosh, I actually got into this.
For some reason, I'm into like public sex. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm
I
not
don't
getting
know,
into this
because it's just-
over
because
podcast.
Well, that's just what my experiences lately have been more so because I hate bringing girls back to my mom's. No, seriously.
Well, it's
dude.
also that it's we're.
Because, like,
you
it's
gotta think
hard-
about that weird age we're in.
Well, because it's like, listen, we're young and we're all having casual sex, and I don't want to have to explain to my mom like, I'm not dating this
me
girl.
and you. I don't know about Sebastian's life because he doesn't really. He won't talk to me about that no matter how much I try. And Justin,
Is
well,
we already know.
he's our sweet baby child.
I don't know. Maybe I'm asexual or something.
I don't know about you, man. I feel like you could be slaying and just never, no one would ever know. But I find myself like getting into things where it's like, it's things I never actually want to do, but
do you mean?
watching it's like,
because it's like
totally-
it's a new experience.
yeah.
I think it's okay. Do you ever become like desensitized to like shit like that? Like sex just doesn't interest you anymore because you've become desensitized to it by watching fucking way too much porn. Really?
Yes.
I don't want to admit that, but I don't know, man.
I'll
'Cause
say
I still have pretty good sexual experiences
Well, I'd say
despite
certain
watching a lot of
categories I burn out where it's like I don't want to.
porn. Oh
watch
yeah, you gotta
that
like watch
again.
something else, or like, dude, don't you hate it when you like stumble upon like a fucking gold video, and then you can never find it again?
Well, that's a lot. Well, not necessarily because
And you just like keeping like
because I
links
did that.
in my notes
I did that.
app.
Like, yeah, no, I did that like once or twice, and then
And then after that,
always,
you were just like, I'm never losing these videos.
yeah,
again.
I just have it hidden somewhere that I'll somehow stumble across. I'm like, oh my god, that's there. Anyway, Justin, Eric,
Yes.
we just
The
did,
only reason
we just did to them what he did to you.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like you know how we started talking D&D and you just kind of like opted
yeah.
out.
No, I was. I was.
Yeah, just, like,
interested
checked
in your
out, like, legit
conversation.
checked
as-
By all
Exactly,
means,
that's what he.
continue on about your sexual experiences and journeys.
Well,
We're all
I started
listening.
talking.
I
to-
was being
No, I'm not gonna talk
sarcastic.
about my sexual experiences. I started talking to a girl who I actually enjoy. Not
As per it should be the case.
This
exactly.
time,
Yeah, no, yeah, this time for real.
you know, I
No, it was
no,
something-
hold on.
Yes.
Stop there before I have to tear your entire life apart.
Okay, fair enough.
Justin, take over.
All right, there we go.
Co-buddy, take over.
Co-host.
Otherwise, I'm about to tear him a new one. Last time we found out
As
was until
the-
he didn't talk to us for a couple months.
as
Wait, what
as,
happened?
as the resident virgin of the couch,
Sebastian,
What? What?
I just want a yes or no. I want nothing more. Are you a virgin? Just yes or no. You don't gotta go. Just yes or no.
Yes.
Okay,
That's fine.
that is fine.
okay, fine. As the
Honestly,
senior
but-
resident virgin,
I lost my virginity by
I'm
chance.
more of a virgin than you.
at 17.
Um,
I mean, I was kind of raped. Sort
I
of.
we'll get into that later.
Eric.
I was
Stop.
convinced under duress.
I
Shut up.
am not a virgin due to lack of opportunity. I am a virgin simply just because of the fact that I have this niche specific scenario that I what?
That hidden dragon that every time you whip it out, the girls run away.
Plot twist, this is like RJ Berger. He's unfuckable, but he has like a huge dick.
The paradoxical existence. But no, really it's just because
That show's great, by the way.
I
It's super
had
underrated.
I've had opportunities during high school, but I didn't take them just because of the fact that I have this really traditional point of view on it, to where it needs I want it to be this very thing I say for a very long term, what I see to be a possible permanent relationship. I could not stand having my first time be casually with someone that I never see again.
I have never
I
been
feel that.
interested in it. To be honest.
I honestly, if I were you, I would not go down that route anyway.
Mine's more of a like,
You've had sex with like 2 people, right?
yeah, but which I'm getting into that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's 'cause it's like-
you,
Yeah, he is.
I find
Well, that's not a bad thing though. I'm not like knocking you. I'm saying like you've been in a relationship for most of your life
well, yeah, because I'm a very like
because you're not
loyal.
because you're not
I'm
a shitty
loyal
person.
and territorial, and I'm like, yes, we can do it just over and over. I don't care situation and all that, as long as it's with this person that I enjoy.
I also don't pick the best partners for relationships.
Which is why I'm more proud of being a virgin than I am.
Yeah, because you're
being-
not fucking around.
Yeah,
for the sake of
I
fucking-
wear mine
You're
with
not
pride.
like me. No, dude, I fuck around for the sake of fucking around.
Well, I mean, I wear
It-
my non-virgins.
It
with
is a
pride because of-
miracle that I'm not.
I
contracting
saw
STD.
somebody the other day with a shirt that said "Virginity Rocks." And I
Yeah,
was
it's like you know who
fucking-
that is. Do you know who what that comes from? That's fucking what the fuck is his name? God damn, he's a skater.
You say that with such an
That's a
aggressive
curse question,
tone.
but like
No. Do you know Garrett
He was
Jenner?
a skater boy. He said, "See you later."
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, what the fuck? Hang on.
Yo, kind of off topic, but did y'all watch the newest JonTron video?
No.
I don't
I
watch
need to sub to
JonTron.
JonTron. Hold the fucking
I
phone.
don't watch.
I love JonTron.
He's so funny.
Surviving
I love his
edged
work.
weapons.
Yes. It's,
Okay, I'll watch that later.
yeah, it's hilarious.
You know, I found that I don't really watch certain people on YouTube. I just find YouTube videos that I want to watch about a topic, and I don't really care who it is.
See, I am completely the opposite. I have a very niche
Danny Duncan, that's his
group of
fucking
people
name.
that I watch.
Yeah.
If it's not If it's not like specific people, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm the complete opposite of you. Which, granted, though, my taste in music is opposite than my taste in like internet videos. Music, I don't care who the artist is, as long as I like the song,
Good
I'll
music is
listen
good
to it.
music.
Yeah, but when
That's
it comes
how
to like
I am.
watching stuff on YouTube, I'll only watch specifically stuff that's released by a specific small little group of people.
I don't know. I usually just typically my YouTube watching habits. Yeah, I don't know if I said that correctly.
I like how we just went, like, earlier we went on a tangent ranting about how terrible YouTube is, but now we're all talking about what we spend most of the time watching YouTube on.
Well, I mean, we spend most of our it's become a giant part of most people's lives. We can go on that tangent if we fucking want.
Yeah, I mean this is our podcast.
Ours.
Yeah, fuck you.
Listen here.
Just as much a part of this as you are, motherfucker. No,
I have a 50% more larger presence on this.
I usually just watch, because typically I watch YouTube or Netflix when I'm playing video games, and I usually just watch somebody play the game that I'm playing.
Same.
I do a lot of that.
Honestly, I do that a lot. I do that
My OCD will not let me do that because I'm like, if they're
like sound.
if they're behind me,
Well,
then I'm
no,
like,
it's-
I've already seen this. If they're ahead of me, I'm like, fuck you. Why are you
I mean,
ahead
like
of me?
multiplayer games. So like Killer Instinct or playing like GTA Online or some shit like that. Like I'll watch.
My biggest thing is
Okay, well, yeah,
I'll play things
I'll
like
watch
Dark
somebody
Souls
else.
3,
Yeah.
and
I'll
I'll
watch
listen
like
to someone.
Wildcat or something.
I'll listen to like someone play Dark Souls 3 as I play Dark Souls 3.
I like to watch other people play the game, so I don't have to.
It is
play
good to
them.
have
Depending on what I'm-
yeah, it's
depending
just a
on what
relevant background noise.
Now, see, granted, if it's multiplayer games like that, I can't listen to something
No,
else.
Modern Warfare I would.
I actually listen to what's going on in the game.
It depends on how invested I am. If I'm playing with friends, then yeah, I'm obviously gonna chill in a party chat. But if it's just me, I'm gonna put on like Netflix
I don't
or
casually
somebody
play
else
it.
playing.
How it normally goes is if it's a multiplayer game, I'll watch the video beforehand. It's like, wow, now I really want to play that. And then I'll turn on something like Family Guy just to have, it doesn't have to have sound. Just I
Right.
need something playing in the background to keep me focused on the game somehow.
Right.
And then if it's a story based game, then I can't, like I just said, I'm OCD about it. I can't have somebody ahead or behind me. So then I have to shut everything off or have something.
All right, but have
Sounds
you
like
have you
fun.
ever played like a Telltale based game?
Yeah,
or,
the
like
point-and-click
Life is
adventure
Strange or
games?
something?
like the
I've
Batman.
not
Where they have
played-
different-
The Walking Dead is probably the most popular.
Or, well,
Where
not-
there's different options.
yeah, it's
But they
different
don't.
options.
But they're not really consequential.
They're not really
Ever.
consequential, but
It's a
there is-
diamond. It's diamond-shaped storytelling. You
But there-
choose how you get to your end, but at the end, everyone gets to the same end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's
That's actually
different
very
like dialogue
clever.
options.
I've never heard of that.
Well,
described that way.
I'm
No,
not
I
gonna
know-
take credit for that type.
I have to watch other people play because I have to know what every single dialogue option does.
Well, yeah, no, I'll go back, like, if I really care about it, I'll go back after I complete the game
But
and
in
then be
those
like, what did
in
they
those
say?
type of
What did
games,
they
you're
say?
like there's like a 2 hour long per episode, and you can either start at the beginning of the episode or that's it. Like
Those
if
games
you
are
wanna play the
really
game, you have to
great for
always-
fluffing your gamer score.
I remember.
Yeah, there's like
Because you just get
achievement.
achievements.
You started the game.
Yeah, you basically get achievement just for playing. You will get all the achievements by just playing the games. You don't have to go through all the options.
You don't even have to look at it.
One
You
of the
just
big-
keep pressing A.
One of the
Yeah,
biggest
basically.
cases.
Okay, when you're done with this, I want to talk about achievements because I have a fucking
Right,
problem.
right. I was gonna bring up when it comes to games like that, Telltale style games. It's not a Telltale game.
Point
but,
and click.
No.
That's what they are. They're just point and click
Dawn.
adventure games.
Until Dawn. When that game came out.
Oh.
That's a great game.
Is that the one
Yeah.
where they're trapped in the cabin?
Yes.
Yeah, cabin in, like, the mountains.
There's
They made
Wendigo
heavy
Yeah,
Yeah,
rain.
in the Wendigo. Yeah, that is a really good game.
There
And I
actually
think
is.
Detroit Become Human.
I
they also made that, I
watched
think.
Markiplier play it, and it
did
got to a
too.
point where he got a specific ending, or not ending, but a certain thing happened that he could have prevented. He was so dedicated to getting a certain ending that he went back and replayed the entire game just so he could correct the mistake he made to get the ending he wanted.
That's great. Like that game, actually, your choices matter in that game.
Yeah, those games are those games are very much.
No,
those
no,
games are much more
seriously.
consequential than the Telltale
All it
games.
affects is X amount of people that are alive at the
No,
ending.
seriously.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everyone can live, everyone can die, or anything in between. That's like
Yeah.
the most possible that you could ever get out.
No, that's why I like.
Same for Detroit Become Human. Like that game, literally, there are so many
Yes,
different
Detroit
branching
Become
timelines in that fucking
Detroit
game.
Become Human. I think is the best case of multiple endings because you truly have different endings that affect the world.
I think people didn't like the game because they try to be like fake woke or whatever.
I love Detroit.
It looks like a
Become
great. I've never played it, but it
I
looks
think
like
it
an
did
amazing
well
game.
enough that we're gonna see a sequel.
I have it. I've only got one ending though.
I don't really like long games though, so I probably.
I
won't
love
play
long
it.
games.
I
The longer
don't.
the game, the
I like,
better for
I like
me.
being able to just like run through a game for maybe 8 hours or so.
Before we get
and
too
knock it
distracted
out.
from rambling,
Achievements.
come to you because so you don't lose your train
Have
of
you
thought.
noticed the like increasing amount of games that like you'll run through achievements and it's like, all right, here's like some basic achievements. Here's some like semi-hard achievements.
You get
and
an
then there's a
achievement.
whole list of like, this is secret. Do this to, and it's like, why
It's like-
having a secret
It's like
achievement?
Deadpool, where you start the game and get 2 free achievements just as a
No,
joke.
no, no, that's fine. That's fine. You get those.
Or like
you get,
Sunset Overdrive, you get an achievement for earning an
Here's
achievement.
the point of an achievement is like to have a goal, right?
Okay.
But then it's just like,
Here's
here's a secret achievement.
Do something secret to achieve it.
And it's like, I mean, I get the secret being a goal, but like,
How would you ever figure that out? You're just gonna look up on a walkthrough. They want you to fucking do every possible scenario in the entire game.
yeah, like, it's so annoying to me because I'm like,
You know what I hate? I hate achievements that are earned out of your control. Like a good example is Watch Dogs. I was playing on the PS4, so technically it's a trophy. But there's an achievement in Watch Dogs where you have to get tailed online by X amount of people, which is completely out of your control. So say, for example, if you start playing the game
just
now
have to have
and you want
friends.
to 100% it, it's almost
Yeah.
impossible to 100% Watch Dogs now. Because if nobody's playing it, then you're never going to get that achievement.
we'll get friends.
Well, yeah, but that's still a fucking hassle. Like, what I did was... So here's what I did.
that's
I
controllable.
literally just sat in the game and chilled, and then opened up YouTube, and just did that while my game was running in the background, and until I got, like, just saw the fucking trophy pop up, just chilling on YouTube, and then I got the platinum trophy.
Well, I mean, it's still.
So, but no, I don't think that...
Trolled.
Taz, get the fuck out of here.
that cat is gonna break something.
I'll break him.
That cat's fine.
I'll fucking
He knocked over
bane-
a soda last night while I was editing.
I'll
Oh
bane
my
his ass.
oh my god.
No, you say that, but like, that chair you were sitting in, you probably cleaned it up a little bit because it was sticky. The table was sticky. There's a mat in there covered in Coke.
There's nothing to knock over. There's no drinks to
Covered
knock
in
over.
cocaine.
The cat's not gonna do anything. He's a good cat.
Oh, don't give him that much credit. All right, anybody else got any other?
Yeah, what's up with AFK Arena, man?
It all comes full
did I
circle.
Did I mention AFK Arena?
AFK Arena, yeah, it's my favorite
Okay,
game.
I will bring up something though. Not just AFK Arena did this, but Mafia City did this. They created
That's how Mafia
advertisements.
works, man.
They created advertisements, and the stuff that happens in the advertisements never happens in the game.
Yeah.
And it's like
No, every game, like 90% of mobile games like that. Like,
Yeah.
especially like scrolling through like
the
Instagram or something like that.
advertisements are nothing like how the actual game is
No.
played. Or
I mean, have you seen like how most advertisements look for like card games? It looks like it's a fucking Skyrim. It looks like Skyrim. Like
Yeah,
Yo,
that-
what
that-
about the games that are like blatant rip off? Like they're not. I don't even know how the fuck they work, but like you see like Facebook ads of like pirate hunters, but it's like just a fucking One Piece rip off.
No, I hate the
Yeah.
ones like they create the ads, right?
Yes.
And like,
But they use screenshots from like Storm 4, from like Naruto Storm 4.
Ninja Storm.
sure.
Yeah, like they'll use like screenshots from a real ass game.
But no, like
and
he was saying, it was like
I have seen a case of that before, where they used pictures of Age of Empires
Yeah.
3. I can't even remember what the fake game was, but it was a fake game and it used pictures of Age of Empires 3 to make it act like, or Age of Empires 2. It was Age of Empires 2 that it used pictures of to make it act like this is what your game will look like, or our game will look like if you play it.
All right.
well,
How'd they get away with that?
Continue.
well, kind of like
what
what he was saying. He was like the card games or whatever. It was like they put so much work into the ad, like he was saying, like almost like Skyrim, even higher, like in graphics and like gameplay, like they were running around doing shit, and then you play the game and it's just like a laggy, broken card game that's
Yeah.
not original at all. It's just like,
Okay.
and it's like
90%
Why?
of mobile games are terrible about that stuff.
What do you mean?
False advertising. Not just of like what the game looks like, but how the actual game is played.
yeah, I'm gonna go make nudes.
Dude,
Noodles.
there's
Yeah,
not,
that's-
it's not as false.
Jesus,
It's
dude.
bizarre. I've
Carry
seen.
along.
I've seen a mobile game. It's just
What's
like
she doing right
there's
now?
two
What does
anime
she- what
girls,
does she do anyway,
right?
like, day-to-day
And in
life
front
shit?
of them, there's like there's options. It says hug 97%, kiss 25%, and then and then it just like you click it, and then their clothes are just off. And it doesn't even tell you the name of the game. It doesn't even tell you the name. I don't understand it.
Okay. So we give a lot of mobile game shit because mobile games is terrible. But all right, and I know this is like, it's a meme in and of itself. But Raid Shadow Legends. All right, I know it's a meme. I know it's a joke. But I've actually played it before, and it's like one of the only mobile games that The gameplay they show is
Dude,
actually
you
how
sound
it
like
plays.
such a fucking shill.
I
Yeah.
know, but I'm just saying.
I mean,
mostly it's just because I'm a
my God,
sucker.
is that what?
Dude,
Is that
literally
what?
your first? Is this the first like podcast that's not D&D related, and you're already selling
Uh,
out?
The other
Actually,
one wasn't even- Is that why we're wearing all this fucking Raid Shadow Legends merch right now? Why we
Oh,
got the
that's why.
t-shirts?
Yeah, that's why we're. But okay, maybe it's just because I'm a sucker for turn-based games. I love turn-based stuff because y'all got me into D&D. Jacob and Dave, y'all got me into D&D, and then I discovered this love I have for role-playing turn-based games. And as far as a mobile game, it's not bad about that. It's actually pretty good.
Be careful. They'll suck you in for. You'll pay free for a couple of months, and then you start paying.
Oh
more.
no, I don't even have the game on my phone anymore. But I downloaded it to play it just to see if it was actually like. And it was like one of the only games that like it actually was what it was trying to be, what it showed it was be. Granted, I mean, yeah, it's a mobile game, so clearly it's
It's
paid
just
to
like
win.
premium, yeah.
But like at least Raid is actually what it shows its customers, whereas 90% of everything else, it tries to show its game as like something that it's completely not. That's the
Are you
only
kind of
credit.
person who
That's the
spends
only
money
credit.
on mobile games,
God no.
like buying like gems and shit for like summons or whatever the fuck.
No, I don't
What
even
kind
play.
of mobile games do you play?
I don't play mobile games.
I don't either, but I think I have 3 games. I have Call of Duty Mobile, I have Fire Emblem Heroes, and another game called Samurai Blitz, which is a very good game.
I played mobile games when I was in high school, and then I didn't.
Yeah, because you're in fucking school. Like, yeah, that's what I played Final Fantasy VII all the fucking time.
Now I just play.
But also, the game is fucking great, no matter what platform.
Now
it's on.
my like games like I have a good couple of games that I play, but I have these like spills where I'll just like there will only be 2 or 3 games that I play nonstop for a large period of time. Then eventually I'll be done with those, and I'll move on to like another 2 that I've already played before. Like I cycle through the games that I'm playing, and I just play them nonstop in phases.
Yeah, you know how you know a game is really good at suckering people into paying for it? Is when it has everybody on YouTube advertising it.
Wildcat Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah,
Or it's a meme.
yeah, because like
The Legend 37.
if a game is free to play, it would not be able to afford that many people.
Did you see him push over that door?
No, I did not see him.
I saw this pretty funny video. It's like, you know, at the end of the new Star Wars movie, or she's like,
Spoiler alert!
It's not really a spoiler.
Oh, I haven't seen it, so it is a spoiler fuckface.
Okay, it's not a spoiler. There's just
Jesus, okay.
some random person.
They're adamant that it's not a fucking spoiler.
Some random person asked Rey what
Yes.
her name is, and then she asked what's her last name, and then like I saw a video of a dude just like parrying her. He's like, Raid Shadow Legends is the most ambitious. Like, I'm Rey. Rey what? Raid Shadow Legends is the most
I get it.
ambitious.
Okay. It flew over my head for a second. I'm so lightheaded right now that it just completely went over my
Why are
head.
you
but-
lightheaded?
You been smoking?
No, I haven't been smoking.
No,
What do you guys do? Like, military responsibilities?
what do I do?
Yeah, both of you guys. Like,
Well,
what's
I'm not in yet.
Oh, yeah,
I'm,
I forgot you have
I'm
to go back
work.
and-
Yeah,
okay,
I'm working on
my
going
bad,
in.
my bad. That was really insensitive.
Well,
I mean, I've been to basic training. It's just I'm working on going.
So then, Jacob, yes, you.
Yeah.
What are your what are your responsibilities? Like, what do you usually like? What's the fucking
Is
process?
that cat unplugging stuff behind her TV?
I hope not.
Like,
Well,
obviously, you have to go,
and
you
I
have
don't
to
know
go
what
once a
he's
month or
allowed to-
whatever, right?
I don't know what he's allowed to say because there are certain degrees of stuff that like of the process you just can't talk about.
Well, I mean,
I'm
say
not
what
gonna
you
give away
can.
battle tactics, shut up.
I'm not gonna
But,
fucking.
You gotta do push-ups.
Sit-ups
talk
and
about
plenty
that?
of juice.
Yeah, there's plenty of juice. But no, since I'm guard, obviously, you know, just 1 week in a month. But it essentially consists of me getting all my shit ready the night before, usually forgetting something. Wake up at like 3, so I can get there by like 5 or 6, and then just sit around and do a whole bunch of nothing until first formation, where then we sit there, get called out, make sure we're there, blah blah blah, and usually we'll go off somewhere like Knox or something like that, and fucking we'll do whatever. Sometimes we'll have PT tests. Me more than others, 'cause I keep failing. Really, just a whole. What are you doing?
It's also
you
just
click on something?
drills. It's a lot of just
No.
training
How did you click
drills. That's why it's called a drill.
Maybe.
But
I didn't know
I gotta
that.
go fix it now
That
because
makes
I had
sense,
it where
though.
it wasn't full screen.
See here, I had
Essentially, a whole lot of nothing. We do training. Like, Like he said, you can't really tell too much, but like we do training.
Yeah.
I mean, we did weapon quals where we had to like make sure we can shoot our weapons. We do have to do PT where we work out.
Oh yeah, clearly. I mean, they have to keep your motherfuckers in shape.
A lot of that though is on the responsibility of the person because of the fact that
Yeah.
we're going.
When you're at home, you have to be like keeping up with your shit.
Because like
too.
he's already in guard. I'm
Yes.
working on going back, to get into guard.
Which means that you really have to work twice as hard now because, like, you have to stay in shape before you get there, and then you have to be capable of performing whatever you.
Which
when you are
it's
there.
it's easier to stay in shape. As far as physically, it's easier to stay in shape. Once you get into shape, it's harder to get in shape first.
Yeah. Well.
Mentally, though, it's harder to stay in shape after you've already gotten in shape because when you get back from basic training, you get hit with this wave of, oh my gosh, I have like this 10,000 degrees of freedom that I went without for 5 months.
Jacob, my leg is so sweaty after being pressed up against your leg. I don't even know if it's my sweat or your sweat.
Why not both?
My pants are like soaked.
What is up with him? He's
That's such a fucking douchebag, dude.
he's literally he's being here for the sake of being on the table.
He's
Yeah,
the
he's
next
a
guest.
fucking cat.
He'll be
That's
replacing
what
me in
cats
about
do.
11 minutes.
The cat will replace me.
Yeah, Taz will be replacing me in 11 minutes.
As far as
God
pets,
damn, dude, I did not expect to stay up until 3 in the morning.
as far as pets, honestly,
Yes.
because Taz made me think about that. What is probably the most memorable pet you guys have ever had?
My dog Bronx that I had for 9 years. It was a pit bull genius. We're gonna get fucking copyright strikes again.
Sir, can you not get the drum, please? Again?
Again, yeah, because you guys are singing the Family Guy theme song.
Copyright.
Okay, so
Throw back to the old videos, but it's okay.
anyways, go on, continue.
What were we talking about? Oh, my dog. Yeah,
Yes.
no, that's it. He's dead.
What's
Oh,
the most memorable
died.
pet you've ever had?
He died when I was a junior in high school.
I do have an answer. I might do this wrong.
Okay,
Is it Taz?
Sebastian.
Was it the other
It's not the
one?
most
I mean, I guess
loved
the
cat I've ever
the
had.
pet I currently have.
Oh, yours is.
A
Still-
dribble. The dribble that's in his ass right now.
All right, I was gonna save that for the next podcast.
Secrets are up. Yeah. Can you guess where he is this time?
I'd have to say mine is the dog I currently have now, which his name is Trace.
I do know your dog. I have seen your dog. I was at your mom's. Not, that sounds messed up. I was with fucking Davian and Allison. They were looking for you. Or your mom was trying to get in touch with you or something like that.
It's alright, his mom's got it going on.
We were Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, we were visiting, I think, asking about Jacob or something. And, she said, like, she hadn't heard from you. That was what we were talking about. But yeah, your dog is fucking huge.
It's because Trace is a mix between a Great Dane and a Labrador. So he's got
Well, the Great Dane definitely is at the long ass legs.
Because yeah, it's the long stout legs
But
of
like
the
the
Dane,
build of a
but he's got
fucking lab.
the wide,
Yeah.
fat sides of a Labrador. He's just a big dog. But one thing I hate about it is I love the dog to death. I really do. And he's a big dog, so visually he's in.
I'm allergic to talking about dogs.
So visually he's intimidating. But if you actually are around that dog for a nanosecond, you realize that this dog poses no threat whatsoever, and you could totally rob that house because it has no defense. That dog is like, I have came into the house before in like a lot of clothes, like wearing a coat, wearing a bunch of stuff to where he couldn't see my face. It was completely dark. There's no way he could have known it was me. He walks up and just starts licking my pants leg.
Yeah, dogs can smell you, man.
They do smell.
Okay, well, I had spent like multiple hours at a chemical plant.
Do you think that's enough to mask your normal smell?
I feel like 8 hours of being at a
But
chemical
then again, you
clean.
have to think, Justin, you do that regularly and have been doing that regularly to the point where it's probably his norm for you.
Point is, the dog doesn't. Okay, well then, I don't even have to use that example. There's examples of people that have completely never been to the house before where they come.
I want you to
They
know I
come
just sat down and my butt cheeks spread so wide.
Could my gerbil fit up there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to sneak around, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps allergic to cows.
Shut up! I'm trying to do.
No,
I'm trying to do noodle stirring.
Like
ASMR.
Scoob. The clap of my ass cheeks.
Oh god, yeah.
But I'm like dummy thick.
Have you seen the Weenie the Pooh Bear version of that?
No.
I will show you that later. It is hilarious. But Trace is There's cases where people that have never come to the house before come to the house, and Trace does not like getting defensive whatsoever. He barks when the door gets knocked on.
To be fair though, if you're not expecting a fucking dog like that, like your dog is intimidating as fuck.
Can you believe that? Like,
I'm not scared of your dog. But I'm saying
I love my dog. I
first,
really do, but I wish he was more defensive.
At first glance, though,
You gotta raise him up to be that way.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I know. He was raised a baby.
some people like
Exactly.
can't get good insurance if they own like a boxer or a pit bull, because the insurance companies consider that like a liability. But Chihuahuas are more vicious than them. It's like that's just being dog racist.
Dude, Jordy.
I could punt kick a Chihuahua. I'm not intimidated by a Chihuahua.
Carrie's dog.
Yeah,
Probably
but
one of the most destructive dogs.
you wouldn't have to punt kick a boxer.
Oh,
just-
wait, Carrie's dog?
Mm-hmm.
Which is it?
I don't even know what she is, but she's small. She looks like a wiener dog mixed with a beagle.
She's a
Yeah,
beagle.
okay.
I was
the
gonna
one
say
that was
beagle.
at her dad's place when they were dog sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't met that dog.
She's just.
I say I've met
But
like a fucking.
she doesn't. She doesn't
shit.
mean it though. Like she's very like. She gets
She's chill.
scared when nobody's there.
She meets me for the first time every time I walk in the room. He's like, minority keep barking at it.
So, on the random deviating topic, but so my dad is working on for this Christmas getting me my very first gun, which it's gonna be a muzzleloader, which is basically
A musket.
a modern musket. Yes.
Taz, I'm so sorry. I
Um,
love you, but
Yeah,
you can't.
I know my shit. Shit.
So when eventually I get back from, because like I plan on going back to basic training in August. When I get back from basic training and I have enough money that I can get an apartment, share an apartment with someone, and I'll at this point I will have the muzzleloader. The idea of using that for home defense, that mental image is hilarious in my mind. Because it reminds me of a post I saw on the internet where it's like, I will defend my house just as the founding fathers intended, with my musket, my flintlock pistol, and my triangular bayonet. Saying tally-ho as I charge the rapscallions who have invaded my home. Like, I think of that post every time I think of the idea of ever actually having to, use that muzzleloader for self-defense. And it's a muzzleloader, so it will probably go through the person I shoot it at, through the wall behind it, through the car in the parking lot.
Sir, you are spitting in my nudes. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
I don't like how you call the noodles nudes.
Listen.
You get plenty of actual nudes. You don't need to call the noodles nudes.
Yeah, he does.
These are my favorite kind of nudes.
I'll send you some news.
You prefer those. I hope Carrie's listening.
Carrie would agree.
Oh, crap, I forgot to... Oh, crap. We forgot to add Carrie.
No, no, she's asleep.
Oh, okay.
It's 3 in the morning. She has to wake up in 2 hours.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Well, last time we did this at like 2 in the morning, she joined.
Well, like Skype chat.
No, I don't even think
Or
it was...
Facebook.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even think it was a Skype chat. It was just a voice call.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Taz, don't touch
Guys,
that.
get the fuck down. Yeah.
I will say, though, it is getting mildly late.
I was just about to say.
actually in about 4 minutes.
I'm going to say we're going to...
And this has been my podcast.
Your podcast.
Yeah, I hope you two have enjoyed being on it.
Oh yeah, thanks for.
This has been part 2 of Walk Without the Talk with our 2 guests. We should be posting this sometime, maybe tonight, probably.
I'll be working on it tonight.
Yeah, we'll be working on it tonight, and then we'll try to do another one next week after you get back.
Edit out names and places, please.
No, you'll be fine.
No, it's like it's not me, but we mentioned other people.
Who?
I don't know. We're talking about our teacher. Her fucking.
We're fine. We're fine.
We mentioned specific schools.
The name.
Look.
Yeah.
Our popularity,
Could explode
our
overnight.
level of popularity, we're fine.
We could explode.
But anyway, Sebastian, thank you so much for having all of us onto your wonderful podcast.
And yeah, you're welcome back in your own house anytime.
Thank you. I do like being in my own house.
Alrighty, guys. This has been Walk Without the Talk. We'll see you next time.
Like legit cut the shit out of